Hello, and welcome to Spirit Island Saturdays, where we play Spirit Island on Saturdays. Joining us today are LogicDolphin, hi, and SeamusTheHugMonster.
Boo.
Yep, Seamus is here, I am here, we are all here. And it's good because this is the first Spirit Island Saturdays of the year, which means we have to put on quite the show. But first, we should mention that Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. Follow us at twitch.tv/HandelabraGames or Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Follow me personally at LogicDolphin on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, or pretty much any social media, or any avenue, I guess that's what you usually say. Seamus, you can only find on Discord. He doesn't even exist in the real world. He's just a bot.
Oh, it's true.
So, yep. Seamus has set us up with Guard the Isle's Heart on the thematic board with Brandenburg Prussia 2. And we do have a limit here. I do have to get going after 2 hours, so we do have to finish within 2 hours, but we'll probably do that with 4 spirits on this level of difficulty. I have Seamus, or sorry, Seamus, I have Ocean's Hungry Grasp. And I have Heart of the Wildfire.
And I have Sleepy Danger Noodle and Shrek.
I was trying to go with the official names, but sure. Om Nom Nom and Fire Puppy and Sleepy Danger Noodle and Shrek. So some of the special rules for this setup is that with Guard the Isle's Heart, the middle board or the central lands are the ones that are the inner lands. We can't let them ever build in there except on turn 1 because that would be part of the setup of getting rid of them. After that point, we can't have any towns or cities in there. To help us out with that, we eliminate all the towns after setup, which is why we're playing on Brandenburg Prussia 2 and not 1, because on 1 there's an extra town, but that just gets removed immediately. And we also get an extra presence in that land, unless you're ocean, in which case you get a presence in the nearest ocean. And you also get a minor power and a major power. Since this is still set up, I don't actually deal damage with this presence, unfortunately. And then Ocean's like, hey, I'm gonna go in the ocean. All of these are lands. Cool. They went in the... This is interesting because they went in the jungle, so I know that they're gonna build in that jungle, and so I can just go into the jungle with this.
Nom, 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 nom,
I think I'm gonna take the element. And then here are the minors and majors for everyone. Oh yeah, I have to click.
And gold to lure.
Flow like water, reach like air, flesh rot fever, manifest incarnation, lure of the unknown, poisoned land, scour the land. I clicked through those quickly. Well, let's see. So those are really good elements for Serpent. Moon and fire is good.
Yep.
Fire and earth is good. That's pretty good. Shrek has sun. No, I guess this one doesn't have sun. This one has sun on it, though. Expensive, but Shrek gets energy for days. This does give at least the fire and the plant for this, but not so much the sun. It does give the air, which is good. Sleepy Danger Noodle got fire. And then not fire, but water, which does nothing, but yeah, this one doesn't really give any real benefits to wildfire element wise. And then Ocean got poisoned land. 3 energy, not very many elements. And then scour the land. We can poison the land, and then we can scour the land. Actually kind of funny. Both of them add blight. So both of my spirits are blight heavy is what I'm hearing from this. All right, so jungle builds. So let's see. Let's Just gonna click buttons. Not so much on Shrek's land for some reason. It's weird. None of those are innerlands, which is good. The innerland on Ocean's board is hard for Ocean to reach. That's something to keep in mind, but Wildfire can, of course, go wherever Wildfire needs to go.
Do you want Serpent to jump over to the west board so next turn I can Aegis those 3 jungles on west?
Well, depending on what Ocean plays, the town in West 1 will probably be nommed, and it would just be West 5 and West 8 that would need to be dealt with. I'm slightly tempted to Call of the Deeps to stop the West 8 build, but if you're going to Aegis there, and I guess that's the best spot for it, then we can let them build, and then the Dahan will kill the things in the Ravage. I guess I can put my presence in East 1 or East 0 and nom those 2 explorers. And then it's just northwest versus northeast. I'll go northwest. So to drown a town with my innate, I need moon, or sorry, I need water and earth. And that could just be tidal boon. I don't need the swallow the land dwellers for West 1 because I can do that myself. Alright. What about you, Wildfire? East 1 is going to be dealt with by Ocean.
Okay.
Could just place presence to clear some innerlands, but
So just looking at something here. How useful to you is it going to be if I take Reaching Grasp?
I mean, it's always useful for Ocean. Not for this turn, though.
Yeah, it's up against the animated Rat Root, which is really good for Keeper. Trek. this does not bode well. Because that lets me put out wilds for him and has better elements for me.
Yeah, go with the elements. That's fine. So if I want to, like, place a presence to prevent a build, I would have to take the one with range, but then I have, like, no cards I can play because I have 0 energy. Unless I play, like, Threatening Flames and Flame's Fury, which... I don't know. Well, if I go in East 3, would I be able to do enough damage? I could do enough damage. Right? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna click this one. Gift of Living Energy? That is a fire and a plant. And it's free. You had me at free. I guess Shrek is placing presents?
Yep. Song of Sanctity, because that can help me keep the inner lands free.
So flame sphere on myself, and I kill the city in East 3. And I could just play threatening flames, but it doesn't actually do much. It would just give me 2 fear, but I could just play it to hit East 3. It won't push any explorers or towns, but it generates 2 fear. I could also not play it and just hold it, because it's not giving me any elements that it would want. So the alternative is I play Gift of Living Energy, but that's really good elements, and I can hold on to that, and I can even target myself with it when I have 2 sacred sites, which is probably going to happen next turn if I grow into East 10 to kill the explorer or something.
Is it okay to norm on something from Fire Puppy?
Yep.
Fire Puppy's usually okay with his super stack losing its presence.
Oh no, my super sacred site is now just a sacred site. How ordinary. Done playing crits?
Also, yes.
Alrighty. Me. You. We won! There's no cities on the board! Oh no, there is. Northwest 2. Never mind. I'm dumb. I guess if I had played a fire card, I could have removed one of the blights from East 5. I think it's fine. I'll just do that, whatever. I would like to keep the fire and plant cards because then I could trigger this more consistently later. Then again, I could have played it to trigger this very turn. Om nom. Pound ships to splinters. Only west builds, huh? Mountains. Well, that's a bit dangerous because 3 of those innerlands are mountains. And they only explored 1 of them, but that land has 3 explorers in it. So what are we going to do about that?
That?
Well, that's easy. Ah, because you pushed all the explorers. All right, good. So then I could put a wildfire presence to kill 1 of them.
I'm pretty sure I have the whole lot sorted.
If it all...
Right.
Perfect. Awesome. Then I don't have to do that. This is better because then I could make a sacred site in East 10 or... yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. This... I also have a title boon. Is there anyone with a town and explorer? Or no, sorry, town and 2 Dahan or whatever? I guess not.
No, because...
The only
all
builds
towns
were...
have been, Serpent Mouse and Anger, again, no towns or cities, not doing anything.
So it'd just be 2 energy and 2 Dahan pushing.
Have some energy, wildfire.
Yay! Let's see, for the ravages... Giving it to Serpent could push 2 Dahan into West 5 to kill the stuff in there, because you're going to Aegis in West 7, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to give Title Boon to Serpent. The months and years go by as they always have. One of the exciting things about Spirit Island is that you're actually playing like a multi-year, decade, century game or whatever.
Multi-generational, I think, would be the best way to describe it.
Yeah. Like these are people trying to set up camp at a locale, not just like, oh, people coming here for summer vacation and like getting frightened away by spirits. No, these are people trying to set up home. And we're saying no. Mostly through fear, but also we just kill things sometimes. Okay. Mountains builds then, so what's left? Just those? And then the ravages. I don't know if you have that plan sorted, but you're dealing with those. Yeah, and that was it. Okay. This one's fine. So it's just Northwest 4 that would need some love, but could also just be ignored.
Useful. That's not useful. I currently don't have a way to deal with that jungle.
No earths here.
God.
I'm clicking that one, and you can't stop me.
Take care of it. It won't. But on the other hand, just makes everything else so much easier. Okay. I don't have a way to deal with Northwest 4.
That's fine. Where do I want this to go? I don't know. You're gonna go in the wetlands. Now I have 2 sacred sites. Do this one. Is there even a town building nearby? No. Oh, this is range 2. Spirit Island Saturday on actually a Saturday? I guess... Yeah, when we did it at 7 p.m. it was technically Sunday morning.
For me.
For Europe. Want to play another fire card? No, yeah, a fire card. Range 1, kill explorer. Jungle Sands are not our inner lands. Flesh Drop Fever kind of sucks for that. Another time was on a Tuesday. Oh yeah, because John did Spirit Island Tuesdays. Or whatever for Handelabra Live that one day. I'm gonna play this one. I don't know if there's a good spot for it, but I'm playing that one. I'm gonna add a presence to this land, and then pushes. Oh, I could push this into Northwest 1. That's funny. I'm gonna leave it on this board. West 3 is not getting explored for a bit. You can go into Northwest 2. I'm playing 3 cards. Wait, I can't afford 3 cards, please. Let me take this presence back. If I can't play 3 cards, then I might as well just do this. Alright, so it's this one. I don't have water, earth, so I can't drown a city. That sucks. Coastal defend? No. This could be this one. Okay. I'm done. Slowly but surely you're getting there with your points. Well, since you use the word points, Seamus has awakened. And he's like, hey,
I have?
I have 20 million points to give.
I don't.
No.
Would Elemental Boon be good for anybody this turn?
Boone would let me drown a city. Ocean would, I mean.
Yep. That's good enough. Don't want to do Towering Wrath this turn because that would destroy all the harm there, and I don't have any blight to get rid of in range. No. Extra adder. Yeah.
That flash fries. Anyone need energy? I'm gonna give this to Ocean. Ocean is not on a good energy game right now. I have Firestorm. Alright. I'm gonna take an Earth. Do you need anything?
If there was a fire and plant free, then okay, but not essential.
The only other thing is if I get an air, I get to fear.
Go for air.
Alright. And then that doesn't do anything else for you, right? At this point?
Nope.
I'm not hitting this because I don't have 2 air.
Oh, actually, oh no, you're doing air anyway.
And I need another earth to do an additional drown, so let's see, what would be a good event element? Sun? We already took the air. Water also?
Water tends to be good, as does fire.
Fire is the one that's for each land with sacred site and invaders, right?
Yeah.
And I think we don't actually have many of those.
Okay.
One for sun is about Blight and Sands. Or no, that's the water one. What's the sun one? I don't know. I'm gonna take. Wait, what do we have less of? We have 5 sun. We have 5 water. Fantastic. I don't know. Maybe there's well, yeah. There's no event card that's like Dahan. Spirits with at least X number of Dahan can play another power. No, would use a minor power. This. I don't know. They wouldn't play. Never mind. What am I talking about? I'm going crazy. I'm gonna just do water because that's thematic with ocean. Alright, if there are Dahan, add Dahan. If there are no Dahan, remove a Blight. That would be East 3, except I left the Dahan there. There's no other Blight on the board other than in East 5, which I can't hit with this, so it's just going to be add Dahan somewhere. But only in a land with Dahan. I guess Northwest 1 is at risk of Jeff Dugan, so let's Dugan proof that. Fear. 1 damage per 2 fire. Split this power's damage between target land and any number of my lands with Blight. There's actually nothing in my lands right now. That's kind of annoying. This is stage 1 next, so we still have sands and wetlands left. None of which I'll really be able to see other than the East 4 guy. He's gonna kill you now. Before there's some weird event. And I'll do that there. Okay. When exploring, add an additional explorer. Invaders do not ravage in lands with tokens. On each board, push 2 Dahan from a land with city to a land without city. Yeah, there are none of those. Actually would have been in East 1 or whatever, I wanted the city, but I killed it already. What is this, France? Two explorers is kind of annoying because that means that we can't just ignore it. Because like East 2 and East 3 would have been fine because they have disease, except now there's crap there. It's fine, I'll still drown and explore, I guess. That's the only wetland that ocean is in. Ocean breaks the shore on the city, of course. Is there a town in range? There is. Do you have a preference between Northwest 8 and Northeast 7? Which one I eat? Probably doing something there.
Sorry, what?
I can destroy a town in either Northwest 8 or Northeast 7.
Northwest 8 or Northwest 7?
Northeast, sorry.
Northeast 7. Northwest 8. Sorry, yes, Northwest 8. Because either which way I'm going to have to deal... If you kill the town in Northeast 7, I'm still going to have to deal with the ravage there, whereas if you kill the one in Northwest 8, then that ravage is sorted.
Where do you want the Dahan to go? You're going to be able to defend Northeast 7?
I don't know.
Okay.
I may just be making things explode there.
Wildfire could place a presence there to deal 2 damage. And that will place a blight, so then I could do threatening flames or my innate. Yeah, so I could deal with Northeast 7 pretty well. I'll be killing the things myself. So I'm gonna put this with the singleton in Northwest 7. It's a single blight removal. Wait, I probably didn't want to do that. I'm gonna go back for a sec. Even though it is a single blight. I probably need that land to be blighted so I can kill the stuff in there. That's me done.
Right, so who wants unrelenting growth?
Serpent does. Except you're... Oh, you're not at cap yet.
That's true.
Up to range 1 from them. Okay, so... Yeah, like Wildfire could use it to stop a build, but I mean, that card is made for Serpent. I mean, any power card that says add a presence is really good for Serpent.
Oh, wait, yeah, elements. Doesn't make a difference. And I will be able to Aegis either the 2 north mountains or the 2 southern ones.
I can take care of Northeast 7 myself.
Grand, in which case I'll take care of East 8 and West 10.
Could have clicked the power first, I guess. Inflame! Rise of the Land's rejection is actually really good. Stop the East 9 build. Then they don't have visibility to East 10. It is a stage 3 next turn. I think I like that one better. I do have full like water. No, that's not the one I was thinking of. Never mind. Wait. I heard a weird sound. It's weird.
That was me sneezing.
No, not that. I heard a game sound. I heard a click. That was weird. Is there a reason to flow like water? Am I getting the thresholds for that? No. Push one of their presence to an adjacent land, bringing 2 explorers, 2 towns, 2 Dahan. Now, whenever you add or move presence... Oh man, this is... Oh my gosh. I could move my wildfire presence. And in the process of doing that, I then deal damage and add blight.
Actually, can we go back a second?
You go back.
Back up Fire Puppy before he places that presence. Okay, please wait.
Tactical.
Yep. I was just looking, going, damn, there's nowhere on this map that I can put some presents to get numbed this turn. Oh, wait, Fire Puppy will do it for me. Excellent.
If you want to go into Northeast 4 as well. I mean, you only have the 1 growth, but... Yeah, because I think I'm going to do that. That seems great.
So I am elemental aging and absorb essence. I think. Yes. Things get ridiculous. Okay.
This is apparently the turn where I scour the land and poison the land. That seems grand. I don't have to play those. Especially because I don't really know. Is there a land with many towns that's at range 2 of a sacred site of mine? I mean, I can make one, but... Like, I could just gain a power card and not play one of those 2. I think that's probably better. Unless I don't get any water. I guess Nature's Resilience, I could remove Blight. From range 1 of a sacred site, which... I guess, like, I could do it in East 2 and remove that one that I had removed but didn't, but I don't know. Northwest 2, and I can remove the one in Northwest 4. Sure. Why not? Push from each ocean. Done! Am I in a town that they're building in? Or, sorry, in a wetland that they're building in? Not really. Alright, I'm done. Alright. Kill those. Flow. Wabam! Oh no, there's explorers here.
I am going to absorb essence again. Do I have
Actually, can we go back for a second?
Yep.
Go back to growth for a second. Yeah, I want to think for a second, actually, because I could push the 2 explorers in Northeast 4 into the ocean, but I don't have my ocean presence there. Maybe instead of doing what I had done... I already cleaned a power card, though. Uh-oh, that's gonna be... Oh. Yeah, I can't rewind my growth there, and I can't get into Northeast 0. I can get into Northeast 4, but... then I lose the presence when Wildfire goes there. Kinda sucks. I guess I just push the explorers into East 1. Okay. Alright, sorry about that.
Okay. Right, as I was saying, I am absorbing essence, probably from Grouchy, but any other volunteers?
Oh, that only pushes 1. Oh, right, yeah, duh. From Shrek? Is that who Grouchy is?
Yeah.
That's fine. Ooh. Burn or teach? Burn or teach? Probably spurn.
I'm just checking, but I don't think we have any Dahan in a land with buildings. 1 blight to a land with at least 2 buildings. I don't think there are any.
Yeah, I don't see any 2 building lands. If I had left Dahan in Northeast 4, we could have prevented that build, but I didn't leave any. I'm happy to spurn.
Yep.
No boards. No boards. And then...
on half the boards around the up, I'd use it in the hand.
Use it to prevent a build in East 4, I guess, is a thought. It is a stage 3 turn coming up, so any, like... I guess that doesn't really prevent many visibilities. Like Northwest 7 we could prevent if you wanted. If you just want to not kill Dahan, then it'd be West and Northeast. Northeast has 0 Dahan. I successfully vacated all the Dahan from Shrek's lands.
Yeah, I'm good to lose a Dahan in Northwest 7. And
I'm happy to lose 1 in East 4. Beer card.
Ooh.
Hounds destroy explorers.
Okay.
That was a lot of disease. Mountain jungle.
Jungles. It doesn't look like they're going to get to explore into any of the inner lands.
Good job, team.
after all that, I didn't need the towering wrath to heal the city, but it's dying anyway.
I have a town drown, but there's no towns in my lands. I got destroy 3 towns at range 2 of my sacred site and kill all explorers. That goes well in Northwest 4. Sure.
Which of your guys would like a power and an energy?
Fire puppy, maybe? Basically, I need a free card. Growth through sacrifice? That is free. I click it without any reservations about how broken it is.
I was just about to dump and explore into the sea and then discovered I couldn't because it was northeast.
Sorry. I do have a master plan. When I reclaim, I will push my East 1 presence into Northeast 0.
For preventing a build.
You have a play group that refuses to play with adversaries or scenarios. Do they win? Like, if you're playing Spirit Island and you're struggling to win, then you absolutely should not play with scenarios or adversaries, because, like, you need to get better at the rules. But if you're always winning 100% of the time and then, you know, feel like the game's too easy, well, then you should play with adversaries and scenarios. Like, Spirit Island has one of the best, like, difficulty types of adjustments in games, where it's, you can decide the level that you want. Sweden 0, Sweden 1, Sweden 2, Sweden 3, Sweden 4, Sweden 5, Sweden 6. Plus or minus a scenario.
Wait, no, I can't reach that anyway.
One of your friends also plays with explorers not exploring where there are already explorers.
Why?
That, so they're making the game easier? I guess they're thinking, well, there's an explorer there already, which means that they've already explored there, so it thematically doesn't make sense, but that breaks the balance of the game, because the number of explorers there is, you know, determines the difficulty of dealing with them, you know? Like, if it's 2 explorers, even if you prevent the build, they will still blight and the ravage. Or if there's 2 explorers, but you have a power that kills 1 explorer, well, they still build. He believes that's what the normal rules say. Well, he's wrong. He's wrong and should feel wrong. Alright, I want a free power. I don't care what elements it is. None of these are free. I am unreasonably upset about this. Yeah, tell him that he's talked to, or tell him that you've talked to pseudo official sources, because I would like to say I'm official, but I'm not. I'm just a Handelabra streamer. But you've talked to experienced players that play with adversaries, and they say that you do explore into a land with explorers and place multiples of explorers, and then point to the YouTube channel where an explorer happens and hits a land with explorers. Also link them the clip where I'm speaking loudly and that sort. Oh boy, I'm upset with this selection here. The only fire card is Call to Migrate. It's fine. Call to Migrate's great. But it's not free, which means I'm not playing 3 cards this turn. It feels like explorers exploring everywhere is a snowball effect.
Yeah, it's supposed
He's
to
not wrong. That's the point. I don't know. I mean, you can always house rule whatever you want, but when it comes to what the rules actually state, that's not what the rules state. He hates everything about the game. I mean, to be fair, like, the first time you play the game, or first few times you play the game and you learn the rules and stuff, you probably feel like the game is impossible. So then if you start, like, making up rules to make yourself more likely to win, that will bypass the struggle that you face in order to learn how the game works, and therefore you'll just continue to suck at the game. That's kind of my perspective here. Dahan are not defense. He hates that. That's also kind of the point. These are the natives. Historically, natives have not been able to stop people from invading. Just ask the Native Americans, or literally anyone. But, you know, the whole England decides to set up colonies in what would later become the United States, pushes the Native Americans inland, and then the United States decides to claim more land as their own, forces the natives to move around. They fight back, but the British are stronger than them. More advanced technology, all that. That's what oppression is. Okay, so Wetlands Ravage. I mean, I just killed things in East 3 or Northeast 4. I can't stop both, I guess. I could place a presence. Actually, I guess Ocean's Reclaiming. That's something I should consider. I've gotten distracted by this discussion about bad plays. Hole Beneath is excellent elements.
The Hun being defense would mean they could protect the land from pollution. They can't. Polluters pollute. You have to stop the polluters by murdering them. They don't know they're polluters until later.
Does that have to play an Earth card? I presume Tidal Boon will do something. Okay, so that deals with these ravages. These will deal with themselves. At the expense of Blight.
I take it you're taking care of Northwest 3? With Ocean?
No, Ocean's taking care of East 3.
East 3, okay. Yeah, that would be a priority.
All right, so then it's the wildfire presence. Right, that's where it was at. So it's... It took the fire card, so it's range 3 presence. This is mountain jungle build. Probably one of the ones down here. And I can only play one of these cards. They're both about the same in terms of what they contribute element-wise. Gather 3, push 3, or fear disease into jungle sands. I'm gonna go with Call to Migrate. All right. So you're almost at the presence cap, so you'll hit that with your presence next turn. If I grow through sacrifice myself, I would remove a blight or cascade. Neither of which is really that productive. I'm gonna give this to... I can't do this yet because another spirit is another player is using a power that might interfere with this. I think it's
I'm
Shrek.
not sure how.
Are you claiming?
No, I am elemental booning snacks, so
Oh, that's why, because you're doing a thing that affects multiple spirits, I guess is why. Okay. Because I'm doing a thing that affects multiple spirits. Wait, oh, I hit the wrong one on that. My bad. Must be this. This. And then... Okay. Rising interest in the island, aided by air. We have 3 air. I mean, adding towns to lands without them are fine. We could just put them in, like,
yeah.
Northwest 2, West 2 for ocean. East 3, it would just die immediately to the Ravage.
We lose an invader card, but
Oh yeah, that too. But we would have to, let's see, we have 3. We have to get 13 energy worth of things. Which we only have 4 energy on hand. And we have 2 air cards to discard right now, so that's 8 energy plus the 3 is 11. So we'd have to spend 5 more, so we'd have to forget stuff, like at least 2 cards.
yeah, go with Ignore Curiosity. What do we want to build in Sands?
The only question is northeast. Oh, you put it in northeast 1? Okay. Beasts to a jungle without blight. Fear if invaders are present. Wilds to a land with Dahan. Alright, this is Where does Keeper want these is really the question.
Which board are we looking at?
This is now east.
East. Wherever it's going to suit you there.
Well, it's really wherever it suits you. But
It's a land with Dahan. All 4 lands there already have guys in them.
yeah, but East 9 and East 4 will
10.
die, and East 3 will die. And East 6 is building.
Yeah, no, I don't mind where on that board you put it.
Alright. We'll go into East 3. Now on West.
West, it goes into West 6.
Explorer does not affect coastal lands.
Okay.
Coastal Explorer, Coastal Explorer, Coastal Explorer. It's a 1 in 5. Well, yeah. We removed a card. We didn't actually see what that card was. I think. We can't see what
No,
it
we
is, right?
didn't.
No. But I mean, like, that would make sense because we also don't know what's the card that's not in the deck, you know, because when you set up the deck, it's 3 cards from stage 1, 4 from stage 2, and 5 from stage 3, which means you're leaving out 1 copy of each. And you don't know what those are in advance. Unless you're playing with Licky's friend, in which case you'd have the entire deck. Hey, it was a Coastal Explorer. Yes!
Oh, wow.
Yes!
You called it? You called it?
20% of the time, I'm right every time. Alright, I have a title boon. And I'm not afraid to use it. So any mountain jungle ravages that are particularly problematic for certain people.
Can I just go through killing all the stuff first, and then I will tell you what I need?
Okay, fine, be that way. Gosh. I'm gonna kill West 1 while I'm waiting, because that was the one I could deal with.
Have some anger. Right, so does anybody in particular want unrelenting growth? Or I just give it to myself?
If I do it into East 7, I kill everything there? No, I would only do the damage once. Oh, I do 3 damage, right. That would solve the East 7 Ravage. Well, if Wildfire gets it, I mean.
Just to note that it'll also remove that blight afterwards. Because I have the kicker on it.
Oh no, it's gonna remove the blight afterwards. Whatever shall I do?
Put more presence in there.
Oh, I also gain a power. Oh, snap. Actually, it doesn't. It's not gonna remove the blight because it's only after the action is done.
Oh, right.
It's gonna be minor again. This has fire and plant. Sure. Oh no, there's blight here. Whatever shall I do? I couldn't have gotten the fire and plant. That would have been nice because I could have also removed the blight with my own innate, but I can't do that.
Yep, we are clear of cities at the moment. However, we would need a lot more fear. We've been very slow on fear generation.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, it's not your fault.
I'm Ocean. It is my fault.
Okay.
I mean, I think my fear game has been fine, actually. I think the fear is from me. In other words, you're welcome.
Pretty much.
Are you ready for Title Boon yet?
Right, so, Title Boon. I would say either Fire Puppy for East 8 or Sleepy Danger Noodle for Northwest 5.
Well, Fire Puppy can deal with East 8 and is in a fast phase by being Fire Puppy. Whoops, I hit Fire Puppy with that. Whoops. 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 I just autopilot. I was talking about Fire Puppy, so then I clicked Fire Puppy. But no. Thank you. I wanted that town. That sounded sarcastic. It's not.
It never is. Ocean looks at it and goes, I can delete one of those towns and get a city for a city nom next turn. Excellent.
Are you defending East 6 or are you gonna like kill stuff in there?
East
or defend, rather.
Probably defend. I'm not entirely certain at the moment.
Okay. The question is more: are those Dahan at risk of dying to Shrek?
Not that I'm aware of. Would be the best way of
Two
putting
blighted
it.
lands. Those are the only two ravages. Yeah. Okay. So this is this helps me see which are the ravaging lands because there's like so little. Yeah. So the call to migrate's not really gonna do that much. Unless there's, like... I guess I can move... Do I have range there? Yeah, I can gather the Dahan out of West 1. Just so that Ocean doesn't accidentally nom them. On the other hand... That Ravage is dealt with. So it'd be better to leave the Explorer there? Or do I want... Probably, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll take the Dahan out, because builds are fine for Ocean because it's nums. I'll throw them into East 8. Has Fire Puppy not reclaimed a single time? I think so. I think because we keep gifting Fire Puppy power cards. He just keeps growing. He's so happy to set the world on fire. More blight? Or should I do the, like, smart thing, which is to remove blight? Yeah, because I'm going to blight the island in a second. Or not blight the island. I'm going to add one more blight, and then the island will not be healthy anymore.
Actually, at the moment, I see there's only 2 lands that are ravaging. That one and that one.
You clicked at the same time I did. It's dealt with.
Okay, so there's 1 land ravaging. I guess we're just going to have to go here, and next time it's going to be
I'm sorry, I didn't know there was a town there.
We didn't find power be of any use to you? From Serpent?
No idea. Playing that one. Do I even have a sacred site still? No, I was very smart this turn. I did not make a sacred site. I wish I could see things. There's so many overlaps right now. I need to play an earth card. I'll just play this one, whatever. Okay, so 2 fear, drown a town in a city. Are there lands with 2 blights anywhere? No, right? Oh no, it doesn't matter because I have this single one. If anyone's in a land with blight that I'm not in, if I'm entwined, if wildfire's entwined, the problem is all the blights due to wildfire. Whoops! I guess Northwest 3, but that's targeting Serpent. Yeah, so it's, I don't know why I'm asking if anyone is, it's just if Serpent, but Serpent isn't. I would say it's better for you to ask, where would you like to affect lands at range 0 with Serpent Rouses? Because I don't think, I also have Sky Stretches, so I have like plus range on whoever Sky Stretches hits, which is probably, I don't know actually. Slow power fast, vice versa. +3 for targeting coastal lands. Again, I guess that benefits someone who has range 0 stuff. It could be Ocean, but Ocean does have a number of targets this turn for drowning stuff. Would anyone benefit from a slow power fast? I don't know. We're winning too hard, as John would say.
Yep.
Would you like +3 range on that Towering Wrath so they can deal 0 damage?
Seems good. Okay. Do 2 damage. And Yeah, that kind of doesn't make any difference. Cool. That would make a difference. That would be extra fear. Fear is better. And why can't I undo?
Uh-oh.
I wanted to undo my element. Oh well.
Yeah, element undos are weird. That's why you should not click on them until like you get to the power phase or when you need it, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's like tied to like it's tied to the action, but since spirit growth is now kind of more individual focused, I don't think there's a real support for the undo there. But if you select it during the power phase, it's a bit better. I don't know. I do think there needs to be a better undo system for elements, but I don't think it's a high priority for Handelabra at the moment, because there's, you know, there's bigger issues, such as the house is burning down.
So I'm going to entwine to power ocean.
Sure. Minor or major?
Major preference, but I don't think you have the energy for major.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'll probably have the energy after this turn is done, because I will be doing a lot of drowning. So we have Strangling Firevine, 4 energy, Fire Plant. Land Thrashes, 4 energy, Moon, Fire, Earth. Rapid Wings, 3 energy, Sun, Air, Animal. Bloodrack Plague, 4 energy, Water, Earth, Animal. I'm inclined to take Bloodrack Plague on Ocean because Water, Earth.
Yep, go for it.
I don't think the others are necessarily that meaningful for Ocean. Sure. It does require Sacred Sight, but whatever. I'm gonna ditch Poisoned Land. Let's see, so 1 damage per 2. Alright, Cycles of Time inside will go here. The Fear there. Guy stretches.
Sorry, Nikki. I forgot to ask. Does your friend actually like Spirit Island at all?
Those are fighting. I think I'm gonna do this fast, because then there won't be a second town there. Because I only have so many drown actions this turn. During the Explore step, invaders explore at +1 distance. On each board, choose a land with disease. In that land, do 2 damage to invaders and 2 damage to Dahan. 1 fear per land with invaders, where Dahan outnumber buildings. No land with disease and invaders or Dahan. Fear card.
In Terror level 2.
Each player adds strafe along with Dalhan for the rest of the turn. Invaders have -1 health per strafe. There's like not many options. Oh, this isn't even my action yet, but just like looking around the board, there just aren't many options.
Yeah, there's a bunch of sounds on the west coast of the board, and that's it.
Oh no! The first escalation. I forgot there was an escalation. On each board with buildings, add a town to a land without town. That's all the boards. The temptation is, of course, to put it in the coast, but the coastal ravage is pretty bad.
Oh, it's not going to be that bad.
Well, no, but like, you know, Ocean already has like 1 million targets for drowning this turn, and so 1,000,005 is not going to be good. On the other hand, oh, this is even this board. I don't know why I was looking over there. This is Wetlands Explorer. Putting in East 1 stops visibility to most of those wetlands. Otherwise, something else gets hit. So it goes East 1. That's fine. Yeah, I was looking on West. I wasn't looking at the right spot. I guess East 1 is ravaging. Oh well. I just violated my own rule. But the thing is, though, not seeing West 7. I'm just going to West 4. Oh, but +2 range, right?
Oh, I've forgotten that.
Or +1 range. That's 2 range total. So they successfully explored into East 10. But first, energy. All right, cool. I can just kill the explorer this way. It's easy.
Actually, I'm going to go back on that towering wrath.
Okay.
I'll clear out East 1 instead, so that's actually entirely done. There we go. That's East taken care of. Northeast 4. West is taken care of. Northwest 2.
Where did you do Towering Wrath? Oh, you did it in Northeast 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was Northwest 2. Ring miles. Shove.
I have Nature's Resilience for Northwest 1, so I can deal with that myself.
Oh, wait, there's guys there. Can't reach there.
So, Wildfire will deal with Northeast 4. That would be the I guess West 1 is the only other concern.
Yeah, I can't reach West 1. Who wants a power garden and energy?
Ocean? Ocean has 4 plays, right? Yeah. Encompassing Ward! Gift of Power! Encompassing Ward solves next turn a lot. Well, not a lot, but it deals with West 1. Gift of Power is really good elements, though. Too bad. Sorry.
Do you still want that light in Northeast 4?
I do need it for next turn.
Wait, hold a second. No, that was wrong. I can't do it later. And then last question, who wants unrelenting growth?
Serpent does.
Serpent does not.
I know. I was joking. I mean, it's either ocean or wildfire. Wildfire's almost done growing. It's weird. I mean, wildfire is actually reclaiming next turn, so wildfire could take it. Is there a good place for it? Like, just stop a growth?
Anywhere serpent has presence?
West 7?
Yep.
Sure. Alright, we have a fully grown wildfire. I have not had that happen. I don't think I've gotten to the fire plant on the energy track on wildfire. Wildfire starts with 4 fire every turn. Oh my god, my hand's so full. I have a lot of free cards. I could just take a major here and play my free cards. If I place Blight in my land with my power, Blight added due to spirit effects, power, special rules, scenario-based rituals, etc. does not destroy your presence. Scenario-based rituals. Ooh. That means that in scenarios that add Blight, I don't lose my presence. That's rich. Didn't realize that. So that I could use Insatiable Hunger in my land and not lose presence, but I don't think I really care about that, honestly. These effects are kind of trash. I'll take Terrifying Nightmares because I will. And where's the Flash Fires? That card's trash. I'm gonna do double growth with ocean just because. Just because. Just because. I do need a sacred site. Or nature's resilience. So I guess actually sacred sighting in Northwest 0. Recently acquired Feather and Flame. You had suspected Wet Bird was strong, but they seem really good at defending. Wet Bird? Is that this? Yeah. Fire Puppy's really good. Kind of just clicking cards, I'll be honest.
Perfectly fine.
In a land with blight where you have presence, push all Dahan, destroy all invaders and beasts, add a blight. It's weird because it doesn't have to be your land. Any land. Weird.
And that is Keeper has now got all his presence on the board.
We're winning too strong. Alright, where are my terrifying nightmares? I played it. I'm probably just gonna use it to stop the build. I could try to drown ocean stuff. I guess I could push everything in Northeast through whatever for. Give ocean an energy that way, but then like what am I firestorming? That's the main problem. I guess I could push everything from West 1 instead.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6 towns on the board.
What do you mean you're going to blight the island in the growth phase? What do you mean we're going to get a sacrifice victory in the growth phase where the island's not even blighted? Not if I have anything to say about that. Blight, 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 ping pong.
Did you say something about making slow power fast?
I have that power, but it's not this turn. I have sky stretches, but it's my discard.
Okay.
Ocean's discard, that is. I'm also not going to use that effect.
Fire Puppy, you're getting Gift of Flowing Power because the only person who's got a card they can play.
That one. You sure you want to do that?
There's nowhere else I can do anything decent with it.
Can you take an explorer instead so I can drown a city that builds there?
Oh, okay. In that case,
Resurg.
Yeah, no, there's nothing.
I appreciate the gift, but I was also planning on drowning a city, so. I mean, honestly, though, like, town plus explorer, or town plus town versus explorer plus city. Honestly, that's the same. No. No, yeah, no, it is the same. You could drown the town if you want, then.
Fine.
Because, like, it's still 4 energy worth of invaders, or 4 health worth of invaders. It's still 2 fear, so. There are many! There are many! They're grown back! Actually, I think that Dahan is not in that land. Oh my gosh. Invaders do +1 damage per land when ravaging.
Don't think that makes a difference anywhere.
Nope. I'm gonna screenshot this real quick.
Each pool.
I'm fairly sure that Dahan on the left is not actually.
At least 2.5.
Anyway, alright, whatever. Oh, this is my decision here.
Yeah.
I guess because it's just Eastport is the only one that has Blight and Dahan.
Yep.
Actually, that's annoying because I've played Call to 10, so I can remove Blight from a land with Dahan. Oh no, there's 2 of them. My bad. There are 2 lands. Wait. Oh, East 4 is also a land because it has just 1 Dahan, but it's not eligible for this clause. Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Skip an explorer.
Normal explore. Okay.
Weird, they didn't do an explorer. Wait, they didn't build a Northwest 3. What?
Was there a disease there?
Oh, I guess it did add a disease on each board, add a disease to the jungle wetland with the most buildings. That's the only land with buildings on Northwest. Alright. So all the towns are on east. Is that correct? I'm not playing that. Keeper gets to add a presence, except Keeper's at the presence camp, so you're just repositioning.
Yep.
And you also gain a major power without forgetting. And it's not even optional. You just can't forget a card. Sorry, Frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Power Storm.
That was interesting. So I didn't have the gain of major power when I started that power. I placed a presence which gave me an any. I put that into the green, and when it got down to gain a major power, it was sort of, oh, you actually have everything for this. Okay.
Yeah, that was the question I had last week, I think, because I was in a similar situation, except I didn't actually get the any. I thought I was, but I didn't have that presence. But I wasn't sure if it would dynamically update the power usage at that point. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna submit this bug, because it is a bug. That's West 4. So when people are like, why hasn't Handelabra released X product yet? Well, the answer is because there are bugs. And despite the best efforts at removing bugs, there are still bugs.
So, there's one town sitting in East 4. When it dies, we win.
If only there was a way to kill the town in East 4. If only. Sorry, I was waiting on a Trello thing. Alright. How fast do you want me to win?
Right now?
Right now? I'm waiting for spirit growth. There it is. Alright. Fantastic. This. Reposition. Dead.
Victory!
We win! We won on the growth phase! $50 points. 10 for victory, 25 for difficulty, 10 for the 5 remaining invader cards, 6 for the 26 surviving Dahan, and -1 for the 7 Blade. Kind of hard to remember. I think there's only one Blade that you start off with, but I guess there's 2 more with Wildfire. Like, there's only Blight in, like, East 3 to start with on thematic, I think.
Yeah.
And then Wildfire had the 2 from its own special growth thing, and then so I guess we placed 4 more. Well, really we placed like 17 more, but we removed a bunch. Believe it or not, I removed a bunch I moved 3 in a single turn once. That was nice.
Hmm.
We didn't blight the island, so for all the people that are like, wildfire is impossible to play because you'll just blight the island, nope.
Don't have to.
I mean, to be fair, this was difficulty 5, and we were never really losing ever. Like, I was scared on the end of the first turn when they're like, hey, let's explore the mountains, and there's 5 invaders in the central mountains, but then you're like, don't worry, I got this, fam, and move them all away. But
yeah, but it's one of those things we learned with wildfire. If somebody's playing wildfire, just accept the island is going to get blighted and move on. I don't like blighting the island. If at all possible, I will avoid it. But we have one player in our group who just really likes playing wildfire, so it's sort of, right, he's playing wildfire this game, that's fine. I'll take somebody who's got good blight removal and, shove him, we'll leave him on one board, all blighted and sort of, no, you can tidy up your own mess.
I used to be very afraid of blight, and I used to be very afraid of blighted island, but I've kind of grown to accept blight's existence. And there are power cards that only function in lands with blight, so like it's kind of a give and take. Of course, blighted island does become challenging when it's like, oh, we revealed the blight card that only gives us 2 blight per player. That's a very powerful effect, but we also are very risk of losing. Or we have a blight card that gives us 5 blight per player, so now we don't have to worry at all about our blight, but we have to worry about our presence. So it's kind of like a give and take, but it can be cool.
But then you just sometimes get the ones which is, fine, destroy 3 presents. Oh no, we've all lost 3 presents. But that's it. And there's reasonably nice blight tool there afterwards, although that one's getting removed.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a case of just as long as you know going in at the start of the game, right, we're going to blight the island, and nobody goes, okay, we'll adapt our battle strategy to the fact that the island is getting blighted. More blight for everybody.
Woo! Fire Puppy's just happy to give the blight.
Yeah.
I do think like the power cards that give blight, they usually are very powerful cards, so the blight is kind of the offset.
Yeah.
So that said, Ocean started with 2 cards that added blight to the island, and I proceeded to not use any of them.
Yeah.
But that's because its effects weren't really needed this game. There was one that, like the minor power that says destroy 3 towns and all explorers and add a blight. Like, that's very powerful. For only 1 energy, you get to destroy 3 towns. But we were never in a situation where we had 3 towns in a single land, except for like one brief moment when Ocean was like, hey, I'm gonna drown 2 of these real quick. So.
Yeah, I don't like those powers because I don't play spirits who go, yeah, I don't care about blight. I tend to play spirits who go, nope, no blight, bad blight.
I mean, I think that like blight is such an interesting mechanic because if you just spend all of your efforts making sure that you do not blight in the first ravage, usually that means you'll not have enough resources to deal with the second ravage. So you kind of have to accept like, oh, this land is going to blight, but that's okay because instead of dealing with that, I'm going to stop the build over here and prevent this blight next turn. So, and once you're like, once our spirits are fully grown, then you can just like deal with all the problems very easily. But the first few turns you have to be very selective and accepting of blight. And then the power cards that add blight, you have to decide whether that blight is worth the cost. The blight's cost is worth it to deal with whatever's in the land. Sometimes it's weird because it's like, oh yeah, this land's blighting. What can I deal with it? Well, I can push the invaders out of it and add a blight. But wait a minute, that's the same thing.
Anyway, on to the good news. Handelabra, after announcing their general plans for this year, and it includes getting Horizons of Spirit Island on digital, and to start Jagged Earth for digital. So there'll be more spirits,
Yay!
more powers.
I'm excited about the Horizons of Spirit Island thing, because there are a lot of people speculating that it'll just be a very quick thing to do. And it seems Handelabra is in agreement. They're planning on doing that first, and they also said that for mobile, there will be some additional like intro to Spirit Island component with it to help ease people into the game a little better.
And it will probably be a lot cheaper than standard Spirit Island.
Indeed.
And it was said. Yeah, so from what I know of it, I'm not certain, but it's 5 new spirits and 2 new island boards.
Yeah, it is 5 spirits. I think it is 2 more islands. I don't know. I haven't looked at it too deep. I do have it because I'm special. I live in the United States and I can get it from Target. But
yeah,
I looked at the spirits and the power cards. I didn't look at the islands that closely.
I ended up getting it from the with the Nature Incarnate expansion. If you weren't in the US, you could get it from that.
Yeah.
Which, considering how much it would have cost to ship to Ireland from the US, it's a lot cheaper.
Indeed.
I recently looked at getting premium token back from the Greater Than Games website. And I was going to get Mr. Chance plushie with it. So together they came to €70. The shipping to Ireland was another €70.
Oof.
I was just sort of, yeah, I'm not getting that.
Aww.
I would like that the nice token pack, but it's not worth 140 quid to me.
No, unfortunately not. That's the unfortunate thing about international shipping, especially in this climate.
Yep. Oh well. I suppose I can always check Amazon.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay.
So yeah, 2023 should be a great year for Spirit Island, or at least Spirit Island Digital.
Well, and Spirit Island as well, because it's getting its expansion should be delivered sometime in 2023 if all goes according to plan.
If all goes according to plan. I don't know. With how things have been, I've kind of assumed that it will take 2+ years, but I don't know. I got One Deck Galaxy a couple weeks ago.
Yes,
I wasn't actually expecting. I mean, I haven't really been... So I'm really bad at following the updates after a Kickstarter is done, so I wasn't really aware that I was in the process of shipping.
Yep. And One Deck Galaxy will also be coming to digital from Handelabra. They're after announcing that one as well.
And Sentinels of Earth Prime is still in active development. I'm not sure. I don't think there's a release date for that yet, but usually they don't announce things until its release is imminent because, of course, as we've said, they like to make sure there are no bugs or little to no bugs. There will always be bugs, but the major bugs are dealt with. And
Starlight C6 Final Form, I love playing. It's a lot of fun.
I have not played it. I played one game with a Jagged Earth Spirit, and it was the one that you set aside 4 minor powers and 4 major powers at the start of the game. I don't remember its name. I don't think it's 4. It might be 6. But
yeah,
I played one game with it, and the island blighted really quickly, and it was difficulty 0, and I felt bad. But that was like the first physical game of Spirit Island I ever played, and I realized how much tracking you have to do manually when you don't have like automatic game actions going on for you. You have to be aware of how much damage individual things deal.
Everything.
When you use a defend power, you need to remember you use that defend power.
Well, what we found is easy for that is using dice colored to the spirits and just put it in there with however much defenders on there.
Yeah, I was using the energy tokens
right
for that. A lot of people always recommend using dice. I don't have that many dice. I may have one deck galaxies, so I have dice. But like, this was back in like, oh, this goes back years actually. This was like 2015 when I was playing Sentinels Physical, and I was commenting on like all the tokens I had to use to track HP, and someone said just use dice, and I was like, what dice? I don't have dice. And they're like, oh, I forgot everyone plays, you know, Dungeons and Dragons or something. It was funny.
I have a giant collection of dice. It's sort of when people say, do you have a dice? Yes, which one? What size? They look at me and go, I have dice from a D1 to a D30.
What's a D1?
There's a couple of different ones. The best one I've seen is actually a Mobius loop. Sorry, a Mobius loop.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I don't have that one. I'm keeping my eye out for it. I also have a D100 Zakihedron.
How do you tell which side is the side to look at?
With a large amount of difficulty.
Oh my gosh.
But I have all the weird number dice. I have a D13.
Perfect.
I have literally everything from 1 to 30. So
do you have a D54?
I don't have a D54.
Do you have a D69?
Nope. I'm not sure if those two are available. At some point I will find out and probably get them if they are.
Fair enough. Alrighty. I think it is time for us to wrap things up. We've kind of just been bullshitting over here, but we don't have enough time to play another game today. We could perhaps entertain that possibility if I wasn't going into work in an hour, but I am.
And I need to go and get food.
And yeah, also food. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Check out the other streams they have on this channel. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Handelabra Live with John. They are on vacation through the next week, but I might guest host on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. is Dolphins Dive with LogicDolphin. Every Friday at 4 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with SeamusTheHugMonster. And, of course, Saturdays, 1 p.m. is Spirit Island Saturdays. Handelabra products include Sentinels the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, and End in Spirit Island, all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch, and Sentinels of Earth Prime is in active development, and I'll need to add on to that eventually with Spirit Island expansions are in active development, and One Deck Galaxy is in active development, as, you know, those get more formally announced. But that will wrap things up for this week. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night, everyone.
Night-night.